Hey troops, Carol from Beat Cancer Boot Camp. Are you ready for a Wednesday workout? This workout is going to focus on legs, on lower body, specifically that fabulous glute, because we want it to be nice and strong. We're going to start off with a quick warm-up just to get things moving. So bring those knees up real quick. Again, if you need more of a warm-up, take time ahead of time to do that. Step side to side, wide step, bringing that foot all the way over to touch. Working these hip abductors here. Now you're going to bring that foot up in the back, touch it with the opposite hand, reach up overhead. Bringing that heel up. Now we're going to bring that foot up in the front and not take out our cord here. Bringing the foot up in the front. Giving a chance to open these hips up a little bit. Bring the hands by the temples, pull the elbows back. You're going to bring knee to opposite shoulder. Again, knee coming up, opposite shoulder, standing bicycle. Extending out to toe touches. Nice and tall in the spine. Rotate that torso a little bit. We're going to finish off by standing with your feet hip width apart. Bring one leg up and open. Up and open. Get that hip nice and open there. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Come to the other side. Up and open. Nice and slow and open it up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So for today's workout, you're going to need the mat. You're going to need some weights. You can have a different variety of weights so you can have something to pick from, you know. Variety is the spice of life. You're going to need some kind of a stick, either a yardstick, good old-fashioned yardstick, or a broom. So obviously you want it to be about 3 feet long. And then if you have small resistance bands, if you don't have these, they don't cost much to purchase. Nice tool to have at home. They come in different strengths. So if you get a set, you have from easy to harder. If you don't have that, you can substitute, amazingly enough, with a tie, because it's providing that resistance if you put it around your legs here. All right, we're going to start off on the mat with mountain climbs. So you're going to bring your wrists under your shoulders. Tighten that core. You're going to come up, bring it down. So focus on really bringing that knee up, more so than trying to go fast. We're going to be here for 30 seconds, slow and controlled. Here we go. Bringing the knee up. Now you can bring it up to the center of the chest. You can bring it up under, you can cross underneath. You can even bring it up on the outside. Slow and controlled. Bringing that knee up wherever it works best for you. Focus on really bringing that up as far as you can versus worrying about going really fast. All right, we're going to take that down. You're going to drop down onto your hands and knees. We're going to work on these hip abductors here. You're going to have your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. You're going to flatten the back, pull the belly up to the spine, lift that leg, bringing it outside, and then down. So you're lifting and then down. If I were to face you, back is flat. You don't look up at me because it's going to hurt your neck. Neck straight. Bring that leg out. Squeeze right here. Control it as it comes down. So you want control that whole time. We've got 30 seconds on each side. And control, bring it down. Control, bring it down. So squeeze right here. Control it as it comes down. Squeeze and down. Squeeze and down. Squeeze, down. Make sure your belly is pulled into the spine. Your neck is straight. You're not looking down at your knees because they're not going anywhere. You're not looking up at anything. Bring that knee out to the side and hold it right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Take it down and switch to the other side. Same thing on the other side. I'll switch it around so you can see me. Get my cord out of the way. And out and down. Control, down. Control, down. Back flat. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. Squeezing, down. Squeeze that, down. Hanging on here. Come on, you've almost got this. You're strong, you're tough, you can do it. And lifting that leg out, holding right here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Push into those hips a little bit. Give them a little bit of a break. We're going to come back to that mountain climb again. Wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Come up here. Drive up. Are you ready? So making sure, nice straight body. If you need to come to your knees, you can bring it up here. Bring it up here. Bring it up here. But try here, do a couple. Take a break if you need to. Ready? Here we go. And up, up, cross if you want to. Focusing on that work part, bringing it up. You want to go on the outside, outside, outside. Strong, controlled, working those muscles, keeping it strong. You've got it. Hanging on. 2, 1, down. Stretch back. Relax, stretch it all out. We're going to come into a bridge position. This is where you can bring in the band or the tie. Now, you're going to come into a seated position. I will show you with both as best I can. You're going to bring that band or that tie up above the knees, not on the knee joint, above the knee. So if it would be the tie, same thing. Benefit of the tie is you can loosen that baby up, extend it out, pull it up, and then tighten it, provided you know how to do that fancy knot. I don't. My husband does, I don't. So you want to get that tightened. You want to hold this about hip width apart. You're going to come down onto your back. Bring the hands down. So you're going to push your shoulders into the mat, push your hands down towards your hips, feet hip width apart. So you've got a little resistance there with that band or that tie. Pull the belly in, lift, and down. Lift and down. Squeeze and down. Are you ready? This is practice. Now we're going to time it. I want work right here. If you want even more, you can extend those feet out, lift the toes up. That's going to engage those hamstrings a little bit, but make sure you are squeezing that right there. Here we go. 30 seconds. Up and down. Up and down. Work it. Feel the glutes actually working. If you don't feel those working, adjust, really squeeze right here. Actually come up and hold it if that helps you. Push those shoulders into the mat, squeeze those glutes. You're not arching your back, you're squeezing the glutes, bringing that up. Squeezing and down. You've got 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, oh my gosh, that was fabulous. Bring it on up. Now, for a little added pleasure and excitement, this is the time when you could add in a weight. So you have lots of choices. You pick whatever is best for you. You're going to bring that weight onto your hips. This still stays here. You're going to come down and hold that weight into place because if you don't, you're going to have a dental bill. And you don't want to go to the dentist in the middle of a pandemic. Not a good idea. All right, so here, again, if the feet are out, toes are up, you're going to engage those hamstrings a little bit. You're going to pull that belly in, push those shoulders against the mat, squeeze the glutes, come up, and then bring it down. Are you ready for 30 seconds of this? Make sure you're applying resistance to that band here, that tie or that band, to keep those knees hip width apart. Are you ready? And here we go. Take it up, squeeze, down, squeezing, down. So pull your belly in. Make sure that back stays neutral. Squeeze, down. Work it. Pause in that upward position so you can really feel those muscles working. Fire it up. Don't be quick to drop it down. Control it the whole time. And down. Up and down. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Bring it down up to sitting. Set that band to the side. We're going to keep this, set the weight to the side. You're going to keep this band here. Now, if you have a tie, this is not going to work as well. I've never done it with a tie. You can maybe try it. You can do it without either. I'm going to show you what's going to happen. You're going to be on your hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. You're going to take this leg and you're going to push back. So you're really working, you're pushing back, firing up this glute. Push back, and so you're kicking back and up. Back it up, you're going to feel that glute firing up right there. If you have a tie, you're going to have to loosen it up a little bit to get any kind of range of motion there. You can also do this without any resistance at all. Are we ready? And here we go. 30 seconds. Your back is straight. You're really feeling that kicking back, bringing it down. Kick it back. Squeeze that glute. Feel it. Squeeze it and feel it right here. Feel it working. Work it. It should be firing up. It should be screaming at you. Work it here. Push back. Push back. Feel that firing up. Push it back and hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, down. Push into that hip. Right about now, it's probably a little angry at you. I'm going to turn around so you can see the other side. Same thing on the other side. Again, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Pull that belly in, pushing back. Feel that glute work. Bringing the knee down. Are you ready? Here we go. Timing it. Back. Feel those muscles engage. Feel them working. Feel them getting stronger. Feel them going crazy. Pushing it back. I'm feeling the strength here. Back. Kick it. Work it. Fire up those glutes. Come on. Make it work. Make it count. Be conscious of what muscles you're using here. They are fired up. They're screaming. Hold it back here. Fire it up here. Push that heel back. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. Whew, beautiful day, isn't it? A little chilly out. 4, 3, 2, down. Push into those hips. We're going to bring ourselves out of this band. So loosen up your tie. Take the band off, whichever you got. If you've got nothing, stretch into those hips a little bit more. We're going to trade off the band and the tie, whatever you had again, for your stick. Good time to push that mat to the side a little bit. I'm not going to need it right now. So grab your stick. It's going to come behind you. You're going to have your one hand by the curve of your back. The bottom of the stick is going to be against your tailbone. Your shoulders are going to, your spine by your shoulders are going to touch it. The back of your head is going to touch it. Take your other hand, hold it against your head. So the bottom hand is palm out. The other hand is turned with the palm towards the neck. Keep that stick touching your tailbone, the middle of your shoulder blades, the spine between your shoulder blades there, the thoracic region, and the back of the head. Soften the knees, pull the belly in. You're going to hinge, sticking your butt back, and then come back up. You want to keep that stick against your back, against your head at all times. So we're not squatting. We're not squatting, because right now I squatted, that stick came off of my tailbone. You want to keep that bottom of the stick against your tailbone as you stick your butt back, going back. All right, are you ready to practice this for 30 seconds? And here we go. Slow and control. Work on the technique. Keep that tailbone against the back there. Knees are soft, but you're not squatting. Sticking the butt back. Stick that butt back. Pull that belly in. Control. You got 10 more seconds here. Control. Control. Hanging on. 3, 2, 1. Got it? All right. Set that to the side. Or you can use it to swat somebody if you need to. You're going to grab your weights. You're going to grab, now for this one I suggest heavier weights, because that's going to help you a little bit more. You're going to feel that action a little bit better. Let me show you what's going to happen. You're going to have those weights. You're going to stand with your feet hip width apart. Knees are soft. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Weights are by your thighs. Knuckles against the thighs. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. You're going to do that same motion we just practiced with the stick. Sticking your butt out. Dropping the weights down along the thigh to about the knee. You're going to come up, squeeze the glutes, push the hips forward. From a side angle, you go back, squeeze up. Keep those shoulder blades pinched together here. Don't let the shoulders round. Don't lift up. They're down, they're back. Down, squeeze the glutes. Down, flat back. Squeeze the glutes. Down, squeeze those glutes right here. Squeeze it together. Are you ready? You've got it down. You got it good. You're rock solid for form. Because I'm watching you. I'm going to know. All right. Are you ready? Here we go. Again. Control. Squeeze. Control. Squeeze. Sideways. Control. Squeeze. Pinch those shoulder blades together. Keep that back flat. Bring that butt back. Push forward. Hips back. Push forward. Squeeze the glutes. Make it work. Feel those glutes firing up. Squeeze. 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 Be conscious of the muscles you're using here. Make them work. Make them cry out in joy. Because that's why you're here. Hanging on. And rest. That was 45 seconds. That's pretty dang good, don't you think? All right, set those weights down. We're going to focus on one leg now. So you're going to stand with your feet hip width apart. You're going to keep that soft supporting knee. Touch that toe back. You're going to hinge. You might want to put your hands back here to keep those hips parallel so one hip doesn't rise up. Keep it parallel. Hinge. And come up. Controlling it. Coming up. If it helps you to put an arm out here, both arms out for balance, that's fine. If you need balance support, you have a chair nearby, use that support so you can get those hips working. All right, 30 seconds. Here we go. Again, use balance support if you need it. Take your arms wherever you want them to be. Control the whole time. Slow and controlled. Even if you get into that position, you just want to hold it here, that's all right. Control, soft supporting knee. Pull that belly in, pull those shoulders back. Control, control, control. Don't let one hip rise. You don't want one hip to rise up. 3, 2, 1. We're going to switch to the other side. Same deal. Roll the shoulders up, back and down. Touch that foot back, soft supporting knee. Getting ready. Hinge. Hinging, yes, hinge. Here we go. Hinge. Pull that belly in. You got to keep that core tight. That's going to help. Keep the core tight. Because you see, if you don't, if you fall over like that. Core tight. There we go. Now again, you can hold it here. You can come up and down. You can do whatever works best for you. Hold on to that balance support because obviously I must need it on this side. One side's always going to be different than the other. Hanging on here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and bring it up. Shake it out. Now grab one weight. Lighter weight, here's what I would recommend. We're going to do that same thing, this time with weight. You're going to stand on one leg, soft supporting knee, tighten the core. Do not let the shoulders round. You're going to keep the weight just by your side here and let your body hinge. Now you're holding weights. You can use 2 weights or you can use 1. You can kind of experiment to see what works best for you. I'm using 1 so I can use my stopwatch on the other side. All right, here we go. Ready? 30 seconds. Same thing as before, only this time you have weights. Don't round your shoulders. Pinch. Core, squeeze it. Core's tight. Try to keep your neck straight. You're like, remember those birds that would dip into the cup? Don't you feel like that right about now? Dip, 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 dip. Whoop. Down. Whoop. Play with it, have fun. 3, 2, 1. Let's switch. Other side. I'll stay on this side. All right. Tighten the core. Squeeze. Pull the shoulder blades back. And are you ready to hinge it away? To lock it away. Ready, set, go. Remember, you've got weights now. The tendency is to let those shoulders round. Keep those shoulder blades pinched together. If you've never done this before, probably best off to start with 1 weight, add up to 2, increase the weight gradually. That's how you gain strength. If you stay at the same weight all the time for everything, you're not going to see gains. Pull that belly in, hinge, control, come up. Controlling it, coming up, and rest. Shake it out. Set that weight to the side. Next up, we're going to work those hip abductors a little bit more. So we're going to come out to the side, and then we're going to come, and we're going to work the glute. So it's first the hip abductor, then the glute. So it's going to be side. Maybe I'll be kind to you and I'll do one side and then the other. Let's do that, okay? I'll be nice. All right, here we go. Tighten the core, shoulder blades back, pull the belly in, lift, down, control. We are timing this. You are going, lifting, squeezing here, bringing it down. Squeeze, bring it down. Squeeze and down. Control. Make sure your body isn't leaning with this. Keep it nice and controlled here. You got 10 more seconds. Take it out wherever you're able to. Make sure you're feeling those hip abductors working. If it's hurting in here, if you're feeling those muscles screaming at you, you have got it. All right, switch to the other side. Soften that supporting knee. Squeeze and down. And go. Squeeze, down. Squeeze, down. Squeeze. Feeling it fired up. Woo-hoo. Oh yeah. You want control. Don't touch the floor if you don't have to. Again, for this, balance support is okay. You don't want to be falling over or worry about falling over. It's going to defeat the purpose of the exercise, the purpose of that strengthening. You could hold on to a chair and just stand here like this and you'd feel that muscle screaming at you. And that's okay. It's okay if it screams at you. All right, shake it out. Push into those hips a little bit. Now, you're going to take that foot. You're going to lengthen the spine, pull the belly in. You're going to squeeze the glute as you lift that straight leg back. You're not arching the back. Do not arch the back. It's as if you were in a Superman position on your belly and you're just lifting that leg off the mat, squeezing the glute. 30 seconds, lifting straight back. Here we go. Back, back, squeezing here. It might be a small movement, but you're squeezing that, lifting it back, back. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Hold it higher, keep it off the floor. That will even engage that some more. Squeezing, squeezing. You got 10 more seconds. Hang on here. Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release. Let's switch to the other side. Taking it straight back again. Same thing. Soften that supporting knee. Have balance support if you need it. And back. Squeeze. 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 You're just lifting that leg up, feeling that glute working right here. It's not arching the back. If you're feeling pain in your back, focus on squeezing that bum right here. Tall spine, pull the belly and squeeze. Squeeze. Squeezing. Working it. Come on. You're not just going to sit on that bum. You're going to strengthen it. You're going to make it stronger. You're going to be tough. 3, 2, 1. Release. Give it a little shake. Wag your tail. All right. We went straight out to the side. We went straight back. Now, you're going to take that leg at an angle. So it's going to be either 5 or 7. So you're lifting at an angle. Each side. Another 30 seconds. Because it's just that much fun. And you know you want to do it. As soon as I clear my stopwatch. Obviously, operator error today. There we go. All right, ready. And same thing at that angle. Here we go. So, soften that supporting knee. Find a focal point. Keep your spine tall. Hang on to something if you need it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. It's working those muscles a little bit differently. You're going to feel it right about in here. Oh yeah, that's what I'm feeling. Bringing it up, squeezing it, squeezing, squeeze, squeeze. 5, 4, 3, hold it up there, 2, and release. Woo! Great stuff. Swing into, take it to the other side here. Remember, at an angle, at an angle. Here we go. Sure we do. Why am I so struggling with this? All right. And squeeze, 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 squeeze. Feel it working, feel it working. Oh man, fired up, fired up, fired up. Now if you had the band, you could put it around your ankle. You'd have a smaller range of motion. Work those muscles the same way. Always have that support though if you need it. Squeezing, squeezing, squeeze the glute. Don't arch the back, squeeze the glute. 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Push into those hips. All right, just checking my notes here. Let's take it down to the floor. Stretch it out quick. Now, if you need more of a stretch, go ahead and do so. For the sake of time, I'm not incorporating a huge stretch in here, but stretching is very important. If you don't stretch, your muscles are going to come back at you at some point, and they're not going to want to work properly. So you really need to focus on keeping those muscles stretched out after you have worked them. So come onto your hands and knees, wrists under shoulders, pull your belly in, tuck the toes, lift up, push back into those hips, opening the chest. Now you're going to drop the hips down, let the hips come to the floor, lift the chest up. You're going to bring one knee between those hands, bend the leg at 90 degrees, flex the foot so your toes are pulled towards the shin. You want to come down on the outside of this leg to feel that stretch right there. Keep that back leg as straight back as you can. Lean, extend your body over that knee with that foot flexed. Feel it stretch out. You're going to feel that fabulous stretch there. Feel it relaxing. You could, with your muscles warmed up, you could stay here 30 seconds if you needed to. 30 seconds, even a minute. The longer you stretch, the better it's going to be. But you want those muscles warmed up if you're going to hold that long stretch. Let's switch. Other side. Bring that knee up. Flex the foot. Extend. So lengthen your spine. Lean over this. You're stretching out that the hip there, the piriformis area. Opening your hip flexors on this side. It is a beautiful thing. As you're stretching, make sure you're breathing nice and slow and controlled. If you feel any pain, ease up a little bit because stretching shouldn't hurt. All right, bring that foot back. Walk the hands and feet together. And there is your Wednesday workout. focusing on that lower body today because that's where your stability comes from. So for now, stay strong, stay safe. Catch you next time.